It's October 3rd, still wrapping up some last-minute food plot stuff, running those trail cameras heavily, and getting into the tree stands here at the Proving Grounds.
Growing Deer TV is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Also by Reconics, Trophy Rock, Gallagher, Muddy Outdoors, Eagle Seed, Nikon, Winchester Ammunition, Redneck Hunting Blinds, Derby City Turkey Calls, Dead Downwind, Ansman, and Antler Dirt.
A couple of weeks ago, we showed you how we were planting our Hidey Ho food plots during the rain. Now, Hidey Hoes are simple little food plots, too small to be a nutrition addition to our whole property, but just the right size to be an attractant to a deer herd. Want to stop those deer in front of our stand or sway their travel path where the conditions, the wind, the approach is favorable for us. Just along that line, having something green is not enough. We want it super nutritious and tasty or palatable so the deer will make sure and stop by that little spot wherever they're coming or going. And one way to do that is add fertilizer. We want this the best tasting food on this rough old mountain. And a quick way to do that is add liquid fertilizer. Liquid fertilizer goes right on the growing forage. It can take it in, grow quicker, and that means the sugars develop quicker in the plant. Much better than dry fertilizer sitting on the ground waiting on the rain that may not come. Liquid fertilizer is really a great tool to sweeten this up, get those bucks coming here, so I'll be coming here. For those of us that live and hunt in areas where acorns dominate the landscape, that's where the deer are right now, if there's any kind of acorn crop at all. Those first acorns start dropping, deer abandon food plots or cultivated crops and go to those acorns. They've been doing it for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's not going to change right now. Now, if you're in the middle of Illinois or Iowa and your acorns are limited to a fence row or two and the rest is ag land, you probably still got deer going to the crops. But here, they're on acorns. Our trail cameras show that, our scouting shows that, and that's where we went hunting this week. This year we need to take a few does, keep that population down where we have ample food to go around. It's really mountainous where I live. We can only have so many food plots. And if we have more deer than we have food, each deer can't express its full potential. So we need to harvest some does, and we want to harvest bucks that are 4 years old and older. That way they've expressed at least 90% of their antler growth potential. venison, so freezer's getting loaded back up today. And I need to harvest about 20 does with my family and friends off this property to balance that adult sex ratio. So 1 down, 19 to go on a fabulous morning. Let's see what else comes in. Say when. Say when. Right here, right here, right here, right here. One of the does out of this herd actually dropped below the stand where we thought we'd get winded and walked exactly on the trail where we'd walked in. Then another doe did the same thing. Now we've talked in the past about all the effort we go through to clean our boots, control our scent, using a dead downwind system. Here's 2 mature does walking right up the trail we walked in, totally oblivious to our presence. I was doing a dance in the tree trying to get around and stop that sniffing, but they just didn't present a shot. But it was a great confidence builder early in the season that our scent control system is working well. It looked like a good hit from the tree, but when Adam and I got on the ground and rewatched it in the viewfinder, I noticed I hit this doe a little far back, probably in the liver. A lethal hit, but we don't want to push her, so we gave her a little bit of time. Right here's a perfect example. You see the big drop and then how it's pointing and another little droplet. That droplet will tell you the direction the deer is going. So we've got 2 deer down, so we got to make sure the blood trails don't cross. Great trail to start with, but down the woods not too far, started getting a little skinny. Time to take plan B. In Missouri, you must get permission from the conservation officer to use a dog to trail a deer, even if it's on a leash. So I called the conservation officer, call Tracy, she's got a few moments, brings out Crystal, and we're off and going again. Such a relief for a hunter when you recover that deer, you've completed your mission. Well, after a busy morning, the work commences, and that's one good reason to have the intern Matt here, isn't it, Matt?
Yes, sir.
Are we learning something today, Matt?
Of course.
All right, let's get this thing to the truck. So it looks like I owe Tracy supper, Crystal an extra bag of treats, the guys an attaboy for staying with the trail, and our season has started off great. We've taken 2 mature does out, part of our management objective, feeling good about all our equipment, ready for cooler days and bucks to start moving during daylight. I was blessed to draw a Kansas archery tag this year. Adam and I are out to Kansas to hunt this week for a few days, then back here to the proving grounds. I hope you have some great hunts wherever you are. Thanks for watching GrowingDeer.tv.